So, now that North Korea and Russia have agreed on a new comprehensive strategic partnership, we can ask, what does that actually mean? It was significant in itself that Russian President Vladimir Putin went to North Korea for the first time in 24 years. Unlike his meeting with North Korean leader Kim-Jong-un in Russia 9 months ago, Wednesday's summit produced a treaty and the promise of military assistance without delay if either side is attacked, according to North Korean state media Thursday morning. Post-summit headlines immediately focused on Putin's assertion that the treaty provides for mutual assistance in the event of aggression against one of the parties. A day later, the North disclosed the text of the agreement, stating that if one of either party is placed under war situations due to an armed invasion from an individual country or several nations, the other side provides military and other assistance without delay by mobilizing all means in its possession. This is a major upgrade from the previous treaty of 2000, which focused on cooperation in non-military sectors and did not include the provision of automatic military intervention that had been part of North Korea's treaty with the Soviet Union for 35 years, from 1961. Analysts initially questioned whether the new treaty signed Wednesday called for automatic military intervention, but Pyongyang's clarification may indicate it does. And both Kim and Putin were keen to underscore how their new treaty demonstrates their solidarity against the United States, its allies, and global sanctions. Speaking of allies, it's still unclear whether we can refer to this new partnership as an alliance. Kim mentioned the word alliance 3 times after the summit, but Putin did not use that term. Still, the Russian leader did hail the treaty as truly groundbreaking. He also didn't rule out military and technical cooperation with Pyongyang, suggesting Russia could go further with its support for the North's military capabilities than has already been reported, including so far helping with its spy satellite development. And remember that North Korea is already suspected of supplying Russia with arms for its war in Ukraine, even before this upgraded relationship. Questions have been raised about the transactional nature of this treaty. For instance, what if Russia becomes less isolated and no longer relies on partners such as North Korea? There are various factors still playing out. The Ukraine war will hopefully not last indefinitely. The US could change course after its upcoming presidential election, and China may seek to influence Pyongyang. But for now, the lines of separation are clear. And South Korea, the US and Japan are bound to work even more closely to counter North Korea and Russia. The US has reiterated its great concern about the growing cooperation between Pyongyang and Moscow. History tells us that Kim Il-sung met Joseph Stalin in Moscow before the Korean War broke out in 1950. With a security guarantee plus economic assistance, North Korea under Kim Il-sung's grandson may feel more emboldened than ever, although it remains to be seen if his future course of action will be of a military kind.